Hey y'all, welcome to Buffalo Trace Distillery in Frankfort, Kentucky. This is Cocktails with the Distillery Team. I'm Nick Eimers. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a distillery supervisor here, and I graduated from University of Kentucky with a degree in chemical engineering.
Hey y'all, I'm Will Davis. I'm also a distillery supervisor here at Buffalo Trace Distillery. I went to the University of Kentucky like Nick and studied chemical engineering, and I'm from right here in Frankfort, Kentucky.
So right now you'll find that we are in the fermenter building. This is the new fermenter building that was part of the first part of our expansion that we're going through right now. These are 12 90,000 gallon fermenters. They're slightly larger than our 12 older fermenters that are in the building next door. But right now, if you hear any noise in the background, that's probably air or steam that we're using for the process right now. And today, the recipe we're making cooking is Weller. So if you like wheat recipes, that will be coming up. So
today what we're doing is we're here to make two different cocktails. Nick's gonna make one of his choosing and I wanna make one of mine. We encourage you guys at home to participate, make it alongside. Whatever you make, please post them on our social media pages. You can, with the hashtag cocktails with the trace.
And yeah, Facebook and Instagram, just tag Buffalo Trace Distillery. So first, I'm going to start with the first cocktail, and I am making a salted caramel bourbon shake that I like to call Shake the Frost. Partly, it's kind of a tip of the hat to Tyler Childers, king of country music, Kentucky boy. He's got red hair, there's caramel, it's his song name, it says shake, and you know, it's fitting. So that's what I went with, and I've been calling it that for about 2 years now. So the first thing we're gonna do, this is by the way gonna make 2 servings. So if you're just making 1 serving, just divide everything by 2. In my blender here, I went ahead and put some ice and ice cream in there. For 2 servings, you can use 6 to 8 scoops of ice cream. I put 8 because I like ice cream. So if you do too, I think you should also put 8. I'm gonna use Buffalo Trace Bourbon today for many reasons, but mainly because I think this is a great bourbon to have, you know, on the rocks, sipping as well as in cocktails. So that's what I'm going to be using. So for two servings, we're going to use 4 ounces of Buffalo Trace. So I have my jigger here.
So why do you choose Buffalo Trace as your choice of liquor?
That's a great question. Well, it being a salted bourbon, caramel bourbon shake, I think you have to use bourbon. And I'm sure other bourbons would work, but my preference is Buffalo Trace. Loyal to the brand, and it's delicious.
Completely agree.
So now that I got my 4 ounces of Buffalo Trace in there, I'm gonna add 4 ounces of heavy whipping cream that I already pre-measured just to make it easier. All right, and then I'm gonna add 4 ounces of caramel sauce. And I chose to use Buffalo Trace caramel sauce that you can get in the gift shop. It has oaky type smoky bourbon notes in it. It's really good caramel sauce. I would recommend it. And then, as I said, this is a salted caramel bourbon shake, so I'm gonna use a pinch of salt. And then I'm gonna blend it. Depending on your consistency, you can blend, you know, 8 to 12 seconds. All right.
Already tell that looks good. Yeah.
Smells better. So I got 2 glasses that I already went ahead and put caramel in the bottom and like glazed around the sides. I'm gonna pour these for me and Will.
Oh, definitely. Could you use any other types of ice cream with it?
I think you probably can. I've only personally used vanilla, but depending on, you know, what kind of flavor you want in your shake, you can go with other things. Maybe chocolate would be good.
And when would you enjoy a cocktail like this?
That's a great question. I personally think I drink this all year round. You can drink it in the summer, obviously on a hot day. In the winter, you know, when you have a fire on in the house, even though it's cold outside, it's warm inside. You can get whipped cream if you want to put whipped cream on it, but we're not going to do that today since I don't have any. So this is a Shake the Frost. Cheers, Will.
Ready to enjoy? Cheers.
See how it is.
Oh, that's delicious.
Pretty darn good.
All right.
Again, if you make this at home, be sure to send pictures and, tweak your own recipe. Recipes are made to be tweaked, so let us know what you do to it to make it your own.
And make sure to add the hashtag cocktails with the trace. So I'm gonna move into my cocktail. I mean, that was a great one, but I'm hoping mine will be better. So what I'm making is an apple cider mule. So move this out here. So this is a twist on the Kentucky Mule, which usually uses bourbon as the liquor. This is going to use apple cider along with Wheatley vodka. So Wheatley vodka is a special vodka because it's 10 times, not only is it 10 times distilled, but it uses a unique ingredient, which is wheat. So to start this off, I've already added ice to the copper mugs. And the next step is I'm going to add 4 ounces of apple cider to the glass. Remember, this is 2 servings, so 1 serving would just be 2 ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and add the apple cider. And like Nick, I cheated a little bit. I went ahead and pre-measured. So that's the apple cider right there. And then the next ingredient going down the line is I'm going to use some lime juice. So 1 serving is a 1/2 ounce, which you could measure up using the jigger, which the top of the jigger is a 1/2 ounce, the big side's 1.5 ounces. I've went ahead and pre-measured, so it'll be 2 at the top. You get your 1 ounce. Gonna pour that in. And then the final, the next to final ingredient is the simple syrup. Like lime juice, I'm gonna use 1 ounce. I'm gonna pour that in. And then I wanted you guys to watch me pour in the Wheatley vodka because it's the special part. It's what really makes the cocktail. So to do this, I'm gonna use my jigger. I'm gonna use 4 ounces of it. So it's gonna be 2 at the top and 2 at the small. So here goes the first.
Like Will said, Wheatley vodka is a wheated-based vodka. It's distilled 10 times. It's definitely a batch distillation system that we do here, so we're pretty proud of the vodka that we make with it. If you haven't tried it, strongly suggest you find it in a store near you to try a bottle.
Yep, there we go. That's the 4 ounces. And the price point on Wheatley vodka is great too. Usually you can find it for somewhere between $16 to $22, which for a 10 times distilled vodka, I mean, you can't beat that. So now you got all your ingredients in the glass for 2 servings. So you're gonna stir it for about 15 to 30 seconds or however long you can stand not to pour it. Say that's about 15 seconds?
Yeah, I would say it's about 15 seconds.
Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna take my 2 Buffalo Trace copper mugs, put them front and center so you can see it. Here's the cocktail. We already got our ice in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pour that up. Oh, that looks good. What, about half? So it's about half.
Where did you come up with this recipe?
So I would love to take credit, but actually my sister-in-law, she came over to our house for Christmas and she showed us to us and we loved it. And then me and my girlfriend have been making it ever since. And it's a cocktail which you would think apple cider, autumn, definitely a great time, but I love to make it year round. So,
all right, ready
to try it? All right, cheers. Oh, I love that.
That's delicious. Super good. All right, you have anything else to say about that cocktail?
I think that's about it.
I guess you could garnish it if you wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to garnish it, you could put an apple on it. You can put some cinnamon sticks. But yeah, I mean, you can just kind of make your fun. I've even seen people put some a caramel layer like you did on it, and it just whatever your taste is.
That sounds good. So we have made a salted caramel bourbon shake and a apple cider mule. Like we said earlier, if you decided to make these with us, which I hope you have, take pictures, tag buffalotracedistillery.com and use the hashtag cocktailswithatrace. And one lucky winner will be getting a prize from the gift shop, and that will be announced Monday on the 31st, so in 3 days. So yeah, thank you for joining us. We hope you had a good time. We sure did.
Yep.
From the fermenter room, cheers.
Distillery Team to y'all. Happy New Year.